November 20, 2018. Top Trump official assassinated after linking Hillary Clinton to Fatherland card. Democrats plan to force upon American people. A chilling new Foreign Intelligence Service (SVR) report circulating in the Kremlin today states that Daniel M. Best, President Donald Trump's senior advisor to the Secretary for Drug Pricing Reform, was assassinated less than 48 hours after he sent an inquiry to the Ministry of Finance (MOF) requesting information as to why Mundipharma China Pharmaceutical Company Limited was funneling money to Chinese telecom giant ZTE Corporation to fund for Venezuela the creation what is known as the Fatherland card, an ID card that transmits data about cardholders to government computer servers, and is increasingly linked to subsidized food, health, and other social programs people rely on to survive, and that governments use to track, reward, and punish citizens, and whose assassination Trump is quickly retaliating against by his placing Venezuela on the state sponsors of terrorism list. According to this report, on March 29, 2018, U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar announced that President Trump had appointed Daniel M. Best to be the senior advisor to the Secretary for Drug Pricing Reform, and whose mandate would lead the initiative to lower the high price of prescription drugs, a job well suited for this former American pharmaceutical executive, as he knew where the bodies are buried. On October 30, 2018, this report continues, HHS Senior Advisor Best sent an official inquiry notification to the Ministry of Finance, whose financial examination delegation was working in Venezuela on that date, requesting specific financial information on three companies: Jiangsu Hengrui Medicine, Mundipharma China Pharmaceutical Company Limited, and the Chinese telecom giant ZTE Corporation. With Russia being a member of the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications SWIFT system, obligating its nation-state members to cooperate with each other during investigations, this report details the specific financial information being requested by HHS Senior Advisor Best lay outside of SWIFT boundaries, as it was within Venezuela's secretive cryptocurrency payment scheme, shielded from the U.S., but not from Ministry of Finance examiners. Within hours of submitting HHS Senior Advisor Best submitting his information request to the Ministry of Finance on October 30, 2018, this report notes, he posted on his official U.S. Government Health and Human Services blog an extensive explanation of how he was targeting high drug prices in the United States. With less than 48 hours later, however, on November 1, 2018, his being discovered dead next the garage of his home with multiple blunt force trauma wounds to his head, but whose more than obvious assassination was quickly labeled as suicide, with no evidence to support this claim being released. Immediately upon the assassination of HHS Senior Advisor Best, this report continues, the Ministry of Finance requested SVR assistance with Russian intelligence analysts being able to quickly determine that Best's request for financial information on Jiangsu Hengrui Medicine was due to this Chinese pharmaceutical company's having more than doubled its generic drug sales in the United States, in spite of their prices being higher than those charged in Venezuela. The SVR examination of Mundipharma China Pharmaceutical Company Limited, though, this report explains, shows it being wholly owned by the American pharmaceutical giant Purdue Pharma, whose Sackler's family founders and owners are single-handedly responsible for the opioid crisis in America and were allowed to do so by Hillary Clinton, whom they paid uncounted millions to keep hidden their monstrous drug crimes against the American people. At the same time, Purdue Pharma was being sued the world over for its illegal drug marketing scheme. This report further notes, it created its Mundipharma China Pharmaceutical Company Limited company to begin selling its deadly opioid drugs in China, and that has gained for itself tens of billions of dollars in profits, a substantial portion of which they then transferred to Chinese telecom giant ZTE Corporation. In trying to determine why Purdue Pharma was transferring such large amounts of money to ZTE Corporation, this report says, SVR intelligence analysts noted that these payments were being coordinated by an Irish pharmaceutical company that develops and markets medicines through its subsidiaries in the United States called Horizon Pharma, and who, in 2012, had signed an exclusive agreement with Purdue Pharma's shell company Mundipharma China Pharmaceutical Company Limited to market drugs in Latin America. In 2015, this report further details, Horizon Pharma relocated its U.S. headquarters to the Obama regime stronghold city of Chicago, where the year before, in 2014, a health tech incubator called The Matter had been established with massive government subsidies, whose co-founder was Horizon Pharma CEO Timothy Walbert, with the other founder being Carolyn Nowinski-Collins, MD, the CEO of UI Labs, who oversees her company's entire research developments, most crucially her chief technology officer Kevin McDunn, who is a British citizen long known by the SVR for his high-technology work in China and US in the field known as aggressive multifaceted technology. By an assemblage of the facts requested from the Minister of Finance by HHS senior advisor Best before he was assassinated, this report concludes, the SVR has determined that what he was truly examining was the planned instituting of a Fatherland card system to be ordered upon the American people by their Democrat Party leaders once Hillary Clinton took power, whose development and financing of in China was to keep it hidden from public knowledge, and whose first wide application of would have been mandated for anyone enrolling in the healthcare system known as Obamacare, with it spreading out from there to encompass all Americans receiving government benefits, but whose truest insidious purpose would be to place the entire peoples of the United States in a high-technology prison where every aspect of their lives would be overseen and controlled, and that they're close to living in already.